knew it. I knew
Oh, you said, didn't you, something fell out this morning? There is. She is pushing.
Yeah.
There's a baby coming. There's a baby coming. You said she'd be first, didn't you? Because her Fajuda's been talking to us for weeks.
She was particularly swollen yesterday. Just last night I had a fly, but I even came up at 6 o'clock this morning, so I just had a feeling.
But she doesn't look particularly in labour, does she?
Tweed.
Tweed, come on away. Leave her be.
Because she's been awfully tolerant, but now she's getting quite... Yeah, she was getting quite grumpy last night.
But she's not doing that, you know, the amount of times you see them, they just lay down, just kind of... Ooh, there's a baby coming. There's a baby coming.
I can't believe how emotional I actually feel about this prospect right now.
Baby mums again.
It's like, yeah. Like now my brain is like, it's like in panic mode. What do we do? Do we put her in? Do we let her lamb outside?
Well, she's quite happy doing her own thing at the moment, and the weather's good, so I think... Oh, she's pushing. Right, we've got to hang around, is what we've got to do.
She had gloopy bits hanging out. I was trying to explain it to you this morning, wasn't I?
Yeah, yeah. I say don't mess with her. She's happy. She's doing all the things she needs to do. But she's still walking around, isn't she? She's just...
They didn't really... Yeah.
Every time I've seen one birth, they've been laid down doing the whole panty thing. Maybe because it's her first, she doesn't know what she's meant to be doing.
Well, a lot, to be honest, are the ones that are doing that, are they indoors?
They're in a barn, yeah. And to be fair as well, it's more natural to do it stood up or squatting. See, she's bearing down again.
Because Rob's lot, they always used to lamb them outside and then bring them in for 24 hours.
I think it's the best. She's happy. We just don't interfere with her. We just hang around.
Well, we've seen feet, and that's the most important thing, really. That's what we need. Now she's going down.
Oh, yes, now she's going down. Ooh. Yeah. She's not making any noise though, is she? But she's definitely... She's there.
Like, what position can we go in to get it?
We don't want to disturb her, do we? But we need to sort of go over and have a look in a minute. Well, at least it was feet and not, you know, that's what we want to see, feet.
Yeah, 2 feet and a nose.
Pause for a minute. Here comes another. I reckon they've got a shorter gestation because she should have been the last to give birth.
But do you remember I sent you that video? He gave her so much more attention than the others.
He did, but it was a good week after.
Well, it is about a week though.
Well, no, a week after those ones.
Oh, he was on her straight away.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all still very tight.
Those hers lips, the loosest out.
I know, right? Hers has been winking to us for ages.
Though Maggie's was doing it last night. Hers seems a little bit more foreign than Autumn's. And the worst thing is they don't really understand it.
No, she's never done it before, so... Oh, want some gas and air, love? Makes you feel really good. Yep. What do you think, Farrell?
Doesn't quite know what to do.
He doesn't know what... He knows that something's happening, but... Yeah, see, that's coming out more now. and give some space.
Fucking hell, that's tight. Stuck one. Oh no.
We just had an all hands on deck moment. So I haven't got the actual birth on camera. Rob had to come in and it's a very big lamb. He then had to give him a bit of a rub and make sure he was breathing and all the gunk was coming out. She's yet to pay him any attention, so we're kind of just, and I say him, it could be a her, we don't know.
Yeah, we didn't think to look.
We didn't think to look.
All we know is it's alive currently, which is good.
Yeah, we want it up on its tummy really though, not on its side.
We were told by the vet, weren't we, that we should never consider naming an animal until at least it's a week old.
Yeah.
Just so we know that it's got through this
tricky bit.
Tricky phase, yeah.
Go on, Hope, pay it some attention.
You're traumatised.
She's not even looking at it, is she? She's like... We've got colostrum and stuff if need be, haven't we?
Oh yeah, we're all good to go.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Don't really want to interfere unless we absolutely have to. But it's cute, all black.
The next step would be to get the two of them into the pen and maybe make a smaller pen inside the shelter to kind of force a little bit of love.
Look at it.
Still licking its lips from the kickstarts.
Yeah.
Got a pure black tongue.
We did have to give it a bit of kickstart to get it going.
It's basically like a
glucose
shot.
It's a bit like giving it a bottle of Lucozade.
For lambs, which is apparently something which is very common. I don't recall ever having seen it myself before, but
it's part of the kit, isn't it, really?
It gives him the fighting chance now.
Yeah, especially when he's had sort of a slow traumatic exit.
Yeah, I think it's been going on now for like the last 24 hours. I've just had this gut.
You said yesterday you felt she was a bit...
Something wasn't quite normal. I couldn't quite put my finger on it.
We've resorted to a pen because she's really not interested and she's trying to back away. Right, we're going to leave her now and the baby to do their thing. Hopefully she'll allow it to feed. I am going to just hang out here with these guys for a little bit. So basically Rob drove past, asked how long we'd been there. We said about an hour and a half. And that Emma had seen mucus at about 6 o'clock this morning when she let them out of the stables. And he knew he was going off to a meeting. So I think he just went with his gut feeling and he came and had a look. So we collared her, which she didn't like very much. And he started to pull both legs forwards because we had only seen one leg and a nose. We hadn't seen the second leg yet. So we were a little bit worried that the leg might be tucked behind and that would have required people who knew what they were doing. Anyway, he realised how tight it was. It was a big baby and he said he doesn't think she would have managed it on her own. It definitely needed intervention. So I missed it being pulled out because he said go get some string. So I ran to grab some string. But he managed to get hold and pull. So when I jumped back over the fence, baby was on the floor. We had, he had to do a few things, to get it kind of breathing and, make sure you could see its heart rate going and the breath's going in and out. So he kind of did what he did, as farmers do, blew into its mouth as well, did the swinging to clear its passageways, and a load of mucus came out, which was good because it was coughing and, you know, trying to expel it itself and not having much luck. And yeah, baby was born. Little boy, I don't know if I've told you that, I did check. Little boy, we've got a boy, completely black, and we think it's going to have the sort of Rasta style dreadlocks going on. We've had to move them into a stable because she's just not paying any attention. She's not even looking at it. We've put him underneath her, hoping that he might try and feed, and he did, but she just kept kind of kicking him. So Emma's got an interview with Jeremy Vines. She was doing they rang her up this morning about doing a radio interview with Jeremy Vines about the lack of ADHD medication that is available at the moment, because she's done a couple of news and what are they called, newspaper articles. She's not written them. She's been interviewed for a couple of articles about the shortage of ADHD medication and how it affects people. So they rang up this morning and said, would she be willing to speak on Jeremy Vine's show? So she's going to come back when she's finished that. Yeah, and I'm just playing shepherdess at the moment. I am milling around. I've made myself a cup of tea, and we'll just see what happens. I've giving them some space, but I keep going and peeking through the window as well, just to see if anything's changed. But Rob says she needs to get her head together. Yeah, but I have a horrible feeling that this is going to have to be a bottle fed, which was not how we wanted it, and it's certainly not what we wanted for the first one. But it's alive at the moment, and it's healthy. We're not going to name it because, well, as you've seen in the past, things happen very quickly. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Wait and see what happens. Oh, you absolutely deserve one of those.
It's like the tea and toast after you've had babies.
Oh, yeah. Let me give you the tea and toast.
You will not ever beat that.
That cup of tea and that toast is the best. Even cold, because I fell asleep with it on my chest.
The tea and the toast?
The toast.
Are you going to show this tonight? Because you're going to be out of sync otherwise.
I am going to be out of sync. Well, I will show something, yeah. I tried to do a live stream, but it kept crashing. I didn't have enough signal. And I don't know whether or not the thumbnail's gone up or not. So there might be a live stream that's not a live stream. So Emma's just tried to get baby latched on, and we managed to get a little bit of milk and colostrum in.
How much do we think is an acceptable amount of hobnob biscuits?
What, post-birth? Entire packet. She's got milk to make.
Packet?
Oh, I was on chocolate muffins. Galaxy chocolate muffins and the Cadbury's chocolate muffins. I had such a thing for that when I was pregnant with, or giving birth to Brendan. I said my milk must have tasted like chocolate muffins.
Yeah, I couldn't breastfeed, so they didn't have that joy.
Oh, I was a dairy cow.
Mm.
So Emma, yes, I was just saying, Emma's just got baby latched on, and Hope's not protested too much, but she's still completely ignoring baby. We don't want to interfere too much, but baby's not quite getting up on his legs, and you know, wanted to get some colostrum in him because it's the best thing for him if he does have to be bottle fed. You know, we think that was probably the problem with the last little lammy, wasn't it, that we had for a day. Not having the colostrum is a really bad thing.
Well, he's had Kickstart, he's had a little bit of colostrum. We know she's producing milk.
Yep, so she's definitely producing milk because Emma's just squirted it.
And hopefully with a little bit of sugar and some food in her, she's eating. We do kind of need to leave her alone shortly.
We do, yeah, we do. Mind the baby.
I've got a no call already.
More biscuits? Yeah, I think so. Biscuits for mama and baby. Hobnob flavoured milk. But you really need to start paying attention to your baby, love. What's this? Look down here. I'm trying to entice her with a hobnob. What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? I don't want to look at it. What's this? called multitasking.
Why?
Definitely getting a taste of farm life now.
What is it?
Tea on the go, Ozzy. Ozzy's told me off for bringing my tea. Basically, I'm driving up the yard on the farmland, before anyone tells me off, for not having my seatbelt on, for drinking tea while I'm driving and all that jazz. Because we need to get a feed into the baby again before I go and do the school run.
Where's my mum?
I'm going to be wearing this tea.
Tell Mummy there is a baby.
Mummy knows. Mummy's just in the stables already. Are you staying in the car or are you... Shush now. Shush now. Shush now. Right, are you coming out or are you staying there? What are you doing? I'm going to give you a warning. Emma's holding something that used to give life to a sheep as it was growing. So if you don't like gory stuff, don't look. But you get everything on this video. It's fascinating. I've given them a warning. Wow, look at the lumps.
But you gradually get dressed.
What are the... Like, what are those bits? He's... She's licking him. She's paying him attention. Or she's nuzzling him at least. So what are these bits? These lumpy bits?
Mommy, put me back in
They
the
look like
car.
testicles.
Huh?
She'll eat it, won't she?
I don't really know.
Robert told me it had come out. I said it's not come out. But he was telling me it had. And I'm like, no. I knew it hadn't come out.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm covered in
leave it
blood.
in the corner in there?
What is
Yeah.
The opportunity
Um,
to... It's for Miss Darling. Don't worry. Don't you worry. She's not letting it feed.
She's not letting it feed. Yeah, leave it down there.
You look like ketchup.
She'll eat it and it will do her good.
But there is... There is...
Oh, he's trying, he's trying.
Ketchup.
It does look like ketchup.
Yeah, it does a little bit.
Is he getting on?
No, not at the minute.
Look at the floor.
But she's becoming more...
Oh.
It's not quite
Mommy!
soft.
Shall I go in and pop him on? Oh, it's still really soggy underneath. Where's your teeth gone?
Why
I think I was looking at the wrong end of the sheet.
It's like they are pointing.
why are you stroking him?
I'm not, I'm just...
I wouldn't.
Good girl, Hope.
Is she pushing against you to try and...
No, she's not.
Good boy.
Good girl. Good girl. No, you're going up too high, love. Yeah.
Weird.
It's because you're so flipping big.
He's Lufty Pepper.
Well, it's like the trauma of getting him on the bottle all over again, isn't it?
Look what's me with that hand. Look back in the car. Mum, please, you
Right, then
wipe.
go, yeah, then go walk you back.
Oh, that's really good. You good girl.
That don't taste very nice.
As if the day doesn't get weirder and weirder and weirder. I've now got 3 peacocks which are going to be rehomed, and one of the neighbours has managed to help us catch the peacocks. I think maybe water and food first, and then overnight in here is the best option. How is this being held open? Oh God. Oh, and that's all. It's wedged open. Yeah, that's... I'm going to have to dig it out. Rightio. Okay. I have been scratched so much.
Easier this time though.
They are at least in a confined space.
Well, that doesn't do.
Right, okay. Can you hold that, please, just in case one of them tries to...
Being dramatic.
Oh, God. Pterodactyl. Oh, that was really cold, but... Oh. Thanks for your help, Kenzie. We won't discuss how much blood, scratches, feathers, poo, currently. Feathers. It's traumatic for them and I hate doing it. But it's got to a point where somebody's going to either try and poison them or shoot them, we think. Eyeballs. Ozzy's got eyeballs.
No, I haven't.
So, oh, thank you.
That's a blue heart.
I do hope it's not been anywhere other than your hands. In fact, your hands are probably no better.
It's been in my
but yeah,
eye.
it's for their...
Here you go.
It's for their own safety, what we're doing. Yeah. And they're going to a nice home.
You eat a poo.
I'm covered in poo.
You eat a poo.
I just have one thing to say. What I'm not currently covered in is not worth me being covered in. It's 7 o'clock at night and I'm covered in scratches. I'm covered in sheep insides. I'm covered in peacock's poo. Everything now hurts and I stink. I mean, Kenzie said to me, I will have to have a bubble bath. And to top it off, I had my Crocs on. Not that you can see my feet, but excuse me. I had my Crocs on and I stood in a swamp. So I've got trench foot as well. And I said to Kenzie said, what a weird life we lead. And I said to him, when did our life get so weird? And I've put it down to roughly 2 years ago when I joined this crazy household. Pretty much when my life took a turn for the bizarre. So yeah, there we go. I'm looking forward to a bubble bath. I'm so proud of you, Hope. You're such a good girl. Such a good girl. Look at you loving your baby now. And he's up on his legs, which is good.
Oh, the ears.
Yeah. Maybe that's why he's got donkey ears.
He does look like a donkey.
He does look like a donkey. No, we're just looking at pictures and we think he looks like a donkey. Guided tour of my genes. Lamb urine. Sheep juices. More sheep juices. More sheep juices. Mud. And trench foot. Because I stood in a huge swamp thing with Crocs on. This is heaven. Just what I needed.